Hi everyone, welcome to my class. Today in this video I am going to show you the conversions from infix expression into postfix expression and infix expression into prefix expressions. So let's get started. Before starting off the converting from one to another, first of all you should know about the all the three types of expressions. Okay, so what is infix expressions? In infix expressions mainly, which expressions mainly we use actually? In this type of expressions, the operator, so here plus is the operator, so the operator is actually placed in between of the operand. So here a and b, these are the two operands, so here the plus is actually placed in between a and b operands. This is in case of the infix operator, infix expressions. Now next is the postfix expression. In postfix expressions, the operator, the plus is the operator as I said now. The operator is actually placed followed by the operand, that is A and B in case of postfix expression. So post means what? After. So after A and B, the operands, the operator is actually placed. And in case of the prefix expressions, pre means what? Before. So that is why before the operand A and B are the operand. So before the operand, the operator is actually placed. So this is the basic concept of infix, postfix, and the prefix operator. Where actually the operator, the placement of the operator is actually the placement. The placement is the main thing in case of all three types of expressions, where we actually place the operator. Okay, so now in these examples, as you can see here, in case of one operator, it is very easy to put. Now, if we have the multiple operators in an expression, like a plus b minus c, or like this in these cases, then where we actually put the operators. Okay, so on this time, on those cases, we have to use this particular table, that is the precedence of operator. Precedence of operator means priority based. If there will be multiple operators, then which operator actually will execute first according to their priority. Okay, so this is actually based on this all operators, as you can see here. First priority, highest priority is of the bracket. Always it is of the bracket. Bracket is of the highest priority. Second is the third priority, means second priority is the exponent. Second priority is the exponent. This is the exponent, second priority. Now the next priority, that is the priority number third actually here. Here two operators, that is the divisions operator and the multiplication operator. So both they are having the same priority, divisions and the multiplications. Now you can think that if the both the operators if present in an expressions, now which one will perform first? Suppose in an expression, just example, just I am giving an example. Suppose one small examples are here. Suppose A divided by suppose B multiplied by C. So now in this case, as you can see here, there are two operators, that is the slash and another one is the multiplier. Now in this case, which one will execute first? Which operator will perform first? So on those cases, you have to see the bottom one, which one I have written, that is the associativity of the operator. This one you have to keep in your mind, that is the associativity. Associativity means when there will be multiple of the same priority operator, then which one will perform first. Of course I will give an example, then you can understand. That is, and last one having the less priority, that is the most lowest priority, that is the plus and minus. These are the two, plus and the minus. These two are having the lowest priority. Also in this case, if the plus and minus present in any expressions, then which one will perform first? In this case also, the associativity. That associativity will perform the main role. I hope you understood. Okay. Now let's move to the conversions rules. Infix to postfix. First, I will show you the conversions from infix to postfix. Infix to postfix. Now, to convert from infix to postfix, there are two ways. There are two ways to convert infix to postfix. There are two ways. One is using the stack. One is, of course, using the stack. Another one without using the stack. One is using the stack, and another one is without using the stack. Completely, both are the two different types of conversions. Of course, the answer will come same. One will use the stack, another one will not use the stack. I hope the concept of stack you have. So here I will not explain about the stack concept. That is follow the LIFO method that I hope you know. If you don't know, you have to go through. So here using this stack, how we convert. Okay. So this is the main algorithm. Main basic, we will use the three steps. Step number one, what is the step one? In step number one, what we do? In step one, first scan each one of the item. Item means it can be operator or operand. Each item we will scan, and then we will check whether the scanned item is the second step. Of course, that is after scanning, the second step is whether that scanned item is operand or operator. If the scanned item is operand, then the operand will be placed into the expression, postfix expression. But if the scanned item is the operator, then we will put the operator, that is actually called the push. We will use the push function to store the particular operator into the stack. But at that time of storing into its stack, we have to follow the previous one, that is this concept, that is the priority based. We will follow on that time the priority. So on the basis of the priority, we will place whether the particular operator will be placed into the push or means into the stack or not, whether will it be pushed or not. So on that time we will check. And at the last, one by one, we will pop out all the operator into the postfix expression if anything is left into the stack. Okay. Now this is an example, as you can see. So of course, first I will show using the stack. So using the stack, we will not follow the associativity. So of course, in case of the using the stack, we will start from left to right direction, one by one item we will scan, one by one item. First is A, then plus, then B, then asterisk means multiply, and so on. So one by one item will be scanned. So that item can be the operand or can be the operator. According to that, we will put into the either expression or into the stack. And the left side, you can see here, the left side here, the stack I have mentioned. This is the stack. Here, the operator will be either pushed in or popped out. Okay. So first you see which one I have scanned. The green one, you can see the A. The operand is scanned. So due to the A is an operand, so it will be simply will be placed into the expression. So equal to which one I have given. This is the postfix expression. Now I am building. So into the postfix expression, the operand will be placed due to the scanned item is an operand. Okay. Now next is what? Next you can see the plus. Next is the plus. Plus is what? Plus is an operator. Due to plus is an operator, it will not be placed into the expression. So where will it be placed? Then this plus will be actually placed into the stack. So you can see here, the plus is actually placed. Here the plus is placed means plus is actually pushed in. Due to the plus is the operator. So that is why plus is actually pushed into the stack. Okay. Now next move. Next one is what? B. Now B is what? B is the operator. Sorry, operand. B is the operand. So due to B is an operand, so it will be simply, as you can see, B is placing into the postfix expression. Okay, now next. Next is what? Next again another operator. Now next scanned item is an operator. So due to next scanned item is an operator, it will be placed into the stack. But now in this case, one thing you have to keep in your mind. What that is? That is the multiplication operator supposed to be placed into the stack, means it's supposed to be pushed into the stack. But before pushing into the stack, it will first check whether this scanned item, scanned operator is having the higher priority than the last top one. So here actually plus is the top item. Plus is at before this, plus was the top item. So before the top item, before it, on the top item, which one is supposed to be placed, that is the multiplication operator, is higher priority. Yes, plus was before the top. Now multiplication is supposed to be pushed into the stack, which is having the highest priority. So due to the multiplication is having the highest priority than the plus, so it will be pushed in. Normally there will be no problem. Okay, it is pushed in. Now move to the next scanned item. Now next scanned item is what? Next scanned item is the C, which is the operand. So due to it is operand, it will be placed normally into the postfix of expressions. Okay, now move to the next. Next is what? Minus. Now let's see here what happens. Now in case minus is supposed to be pushed in. Minus will be supposed to be pushed in. But at the time of pushing into the stack, the minus saw that already multiplication is placed at the top. Multiplication operator is asterisk operator is placed at the top. So on the multiplication, minus will not be pushed in. Why? Because minus is having the lowest priority, then already which one is at the top. So that is why what we should do, we should first popped out which one from the stack? Multiplication will be popped out, and multiplication is popped out and placed where? In the postfix expression. Why it is popped out? Because multiplication is having the higher priority than the minus. So minus, because into the stack the lower priority cannot be placed in, means pushed in on top of the higher priority any operator. So that is why it is popped out and placed into the postfix expression. Now it's supposed to be placed now top of the plus. So here also the same thing, the same priority thing cannot be placed one next another, means which one is already having the same priority, that is the plus. So plus and minus both are having the same priority. Plus and minus both are having the same priority. So same priority, which one is already present into the stack, on the means top of the particular operator, the next operator cannot be placed. So on top of plus, minus cannot be placed. So that is why plus also should be first popped out. So it is popped out and placed into the expression, as you can see here. Then the minus will be pushed in. Now minus is there in the stack. Okay. Now move to the next. Next scan item is what? Next scan item is another operator. So due to bracket is the operator, it is pushed in into the stack. Now next move. Next is the operand. D is the operand. So due to D is the operand, it will be placed into the expression. So operand will be placed into the expression. As you can see, D is placed into the expression. Now move to the next. Next is the slash operator. Next to the slash operator. So slash operator automatically will be pushed in, because on the bracket, onto the bracket, as the bracket is at the top. Here in this case, if the top operator is the bracket, remember, if the top operator is the bracket, on the top operator means bracket operator, any kind of operator on top of the bracket can be placed. On that time, the priority will not be checked in case of if the top operator is the bracket. That is, you remember. So that is why instead the slash is having the less priority than the bracket, it will be placed. So it is placed into the stack. So in this case, no problem to push it. Now next item is what? Next item is E. E is the next item, which is the operand. So that is why it is placed into the expression. So there is no problem. Now move to the next. Next is what? Next is the plus. Plus is the operator. So plus is having the lower priority than the slash is which one already present. So as I mentioned before, the lower priority cannot be pushed in top of the higher priority. So that is why first slash means the division operator is popped out and placed into the here you can see expression. Okay, now move to the next. Now in the next is what? Now bracket was there as the top, so on the bracket, top of the bracket, plus can be pushed in nicely, no problem. Now next scanned item is what? Next scanned item is the F, which is the operand. So due to it is operand, and it will be placed on the postfix expression, no problem. Now next is what? Next is star. Star means what? Asterisk, which is having the higher priority. Which one before top? Top was plus, so on plus multiplication operator can be pushed in because multiplication is having the higher priority than the plus, so no problem. Now move to the next is what? Next is the G, which is the operand. So due to G is the operand, so it will be placed into the expression, postfix expression, no problem. Now next scanned item is what? Next scanned item is multiply. Now again same story. So in case of star, already same priority means exact same operator is already present, that is the multiplication. So top of the one multiplication cannot place another top of the multiplication. It is not possible. So that is why one multiplication which one already present before, so that multiplication can be first popped out and is placed here. It is popped out. Okay. Then after the another multiplication can be placed. Okay. So now then multiplication is placed. Next scanned item is what? H. Next scanned item is H. H is the operand, so that is why H is placed into the expression, postfix expressions. Now move to the next scanned item is your closing bracket. So when the bracket will be closed, remember when the bracket will be closed, so of course bracket will be pushed in. So when the bracket will be closed, then after what to do? Then after, by following the same way, one by one from the top will be popped out. So after closing bracket expression is finished, that means there is nothing to scan. So what will happen? Then at the end of the expression, one by one will be popped out. So first is plus. After the bracket, followed by the bracket, just you see here, followed by the bracket, which one is the first at the top? That is the multiplication. So that means multiplication will be first popped out. Multiplication will be first popped out. So multiplication is popped out and placed here. You can see after multiplication popped out, it is placed in here. Okay. Then next is what? Next is the plus. So plus again then popped out. After plus popped out, then it is placed into the expression. Then bracket is over. Bracket means bracket, of course we will not give in the expressions. Last one is left, that is the minus. So before that, after plus, you can see after plus there is the bracket, so of course bracket will be not placed into the expressions. So after plus only one is left, that is the minus. Minus is also popped out and placed into the expressions, and then after there is nothing is there, so stack is empty. Stack is empty. So due to stack is empty, there is no operator is left to popped out, so then it is final. Now it is final. So this is the postfix expression and this is the answer. This is our answer. So this is using the stack. I hope you understood. This is using the stack.
Okay, children, the same expression now will convert from infix to postfix expression, but now without using the stack. So what we will follow here? We will follow the priority, that which priority table had shown at the beginning, and here now we will follow the associativity, and here the associativity we will follow from left to right. So just based on this, without using stack, so what using the associativity and the priority, we will solve the same expression. Okay, So let's get started. So now what are the operators you can see here? Just first you look at the operator, not the operand. Here not we will scan from the first to last simultaneously, one by one. No. So here we will see which priority, based on the priority, which operator will execute first. So here you can see a lots of operator like plus, here multiply here, then minus is there, then division operator, plus operator, so many operators you can see here, then also including the bracket. So among these all operators, the bracket is having the highest priority. So what are the brackets part here? The bracket parts here from here to here. The bracket parts are from here to here. So here are the bracket parts. So based on these bracket parts, so this will execute at the beginning. So these bracket parts will execute at the beginning. So we will only concentrate. Now here we will only concentrate on this bracket part. So this bracket part only we will concentrate. Okay. So now in this bracket part, now you see in this bracket part, there are also so many operators. Now which operator will execute at the beginning first? Which operator now will execute? Among the brackets, you can see there are also 1, 2, 3 types of operators are there. That is one division, one plus, one and two are the multiplication. So among these three operators, which operator is having the highest priority? The slash operator and the multiplication operator. So due to there are two operators are there which we having the same priority, so we will follow now here the associativity. So there now here we will follow the associativity. So that is why D and E, D slash E, this part will execute at the beginning. So here the D plus E, so this part now will first execute D plus E. So I am making with another color. So D plus E, this part will first now execute. So the rest of the part will be as it is. So these are the parts will be as it is here, as you can see, equal to now D plus E. So this is the postfix. So D E and followed by the operand, the operator slash E will be put, and then rest of the part plus F into G into H. Rest of the part will be as it is. So this is overdone. Okay. Now next line. Now next line you can see, so this part is already done, this is already done, so you can just do with the red color, this already done. Now what are the other operators within the bracket? There are two operators, plus and two multiplications. So due to there are same priority with having two operators, that is two multiplication, and also they are the same operators, so here also will follow the left to right associativity. So from the left, from here, these two will execute at this moment. F plus G. F plus G will, F into G will execute first. And rest of the part will be as it is. This rest of the part will be as it is. Here there will be no changes. Now F and G. So F into G will be executing as the postfix. So F into G means FG, and then multiply operator will be placed after the operand FG. That's all. It is done. It is done. Now the another is left, that is into G, into H. But that's all till this much. This I am making as black color. Okay, over. So this is over. Now now within the bracket two operators are left. What are the two operators? One is plus operator left, another one this multiplication operator is also left. So there are two operators are left here in this case. Okay, so among these two operators, which will execute first? Of course the multiplication operator will execute first. So multiplication operator will execute first means this part will execute at the beginning, this part. F into Fg into, this is, you think this is a one operand, so in this case you remember children, Fg into, this is only one operand, this is only one operand, this Fg into this, which part I have selected, so this you think as a one operand, this one operand into H. Okay, so now we will convert from here to here. So this part now will convert into the postfix, only Fg multiply into H. So this part now we will convert. So I'm making with another color. This part now will convert, and rest of the part will be as is. Okay, I'm making with the red color, same color I'm making, and rest of the part will be as it is. So from here to here, this rest of the full part will be as it is here, and then the Fg multiplication, this is one operand, then followed by it H, another operand, then this multiply will be placed followed by them, that is here. Then we will close the bracket. That's all. So now from here we got this, from here we got this. So now only one operator is left. So this is one operand, de slash, and it is another operand, fg multiply h multiply. This is another operand. Now within the bracket only one operator is left, that is the plus. So this plus will be placed followed by them. That means what? By taking these all together, by taking them all together, just this plus will be placed, just this plus will be placed followed by this. So I am dragging it and putting followed by them all. But that's all. This is all done. Within the bracket the full part is done, bracket part is done. That's all. So within the bracket we got one expression full. So this is now within the bracket. You remember, this is only one operand. This full bracket part is only one operand. This is only one operand, not multiple. Okay, that's all. Now come out from the bracket. So bracket part we have got one answer. So I'm making with one color, that is done, fully done. So I'm making a green color. So that means the bracket part is fully done. Now out of the bracket there are three operators: plus, multiply, and minus. Among these, means among these three operators, multiply is having the higher priority. So within the bracket, outside the bracket, out of these three operators, multiplication operation will execute first, because multiply operator is having the higher priority. So this part will execute first. Okay, so I'm just copying them all once and putting here, and just selecting this part, because this will execute at this moment, this part will execute at this moment. I'm making with the green color. Sorry, this part will execute first, and this, due to this part will execute first at this moment. So this multiplication operator will be placed followed by B and C. So it will be putting after B and C. That's all. So the another B into C, this expression we have got the postfix expression. B into C means BC multiply. But that's all, we got it. I hope you understood. Now next line. So we have this. Now only two operators left, that is plus and minus. Now plus and minus, they are having the same priority. Plus and minus, they are having the same priority. So what to do? So in this case, we will follow the associativity rule from left to right. So plus will execute first. So this part will execute now. A plus BC into. So this part now we will execute at this moment. This part. A, which one I have underlined. This part will be executing first. So from here, just I am copying it, underlining, just I am removing. This all I am making it, removing the bold. Okay, whatever. So now this plus will be placed followed by the operator. So here this part now we are doing only we are doing this part. This part now only we are doing. So from here this plus is the operator which will be placed followed by the operand. So BC is one operand, BC multiply is one operand. So followed by BC it will be placed. But that's all. That's all. Now only one operator is left, that is what? That is the minus. Only one operator is left. So of course now we have two operands. This is one operand. Remember, this is one operand. I am underlining. This is one operand, and this full bracket part is another operand. This full bracket part is another operand. So we have only two operands and one operator. So what to do? This both the operate means this operator will be placed. This operator will be placed followed by the operand. So that means what will happen? And also in this case the bracket will remove. This bracket will remove. This bracket will remove. That underlining I am removing. Achha. So this minus will be placed at the end, extreme end of this expression. Bas, that's all, we got it. Now this is also done. This is also done. This is also done. That's all, we got the answer. So what is the answer? ABC multiplied plus DE slash FG into H into plus minus. So now let's check with the previous one. What was the previous one? You can see here in this previous one, here also we had the same output. Let's check it. ABC multiply plus DE here, DE slash FG multiply H multiply plus minus multiply plus minus. That's all. Understood? Clear? I hope you understood. So this is the answer. This is the answer. Bas. So these are the two methods. Out of these two methods, you can apply any one of them. Any one of them in exam you can apply. Both are the correct one. Both are the correct one. Okay, children.